white crime. Well, how they frame it, you know what I mean? How they frame it.
That was the final straw for me when I quit the career there. Like, that we had, we'd have on our daily bulletin, 2 suspects are robbing the pharmacy in town. We did like 3 cases. Okay. I was the boss of patrol. I go, who is it? What? What do they look like? It was just 2 men.
Give it to
I had to, as the captain, I just skipped the chain of command. I went to the detective and I go, dude, are your suspects black or what? He goes, yeah. And I go, what the fuck? Now I expect my guy to chase me. I was told not to. What? But the chief told him not to. Okay. We had a guy that went around stabbing a bunch of kids. Don't release the suspect's name or description. We had that robbery. We had a guy that was going into coffee shops, massage where harmless young women were working. At gunpoint, was putting them on their knees in execution position and robbing them. Don't release the suspect. We had video of him, crystal clear. The pharmacy robbers, video, crystal clear. The fucking stabber in custody, and we were actively hiding. It was a collaboration between the media and the police department to actively hide it. I exposed it, and I had my officers come to me and said, "Hey, Kat, did you know that there's about like 300 civilians living in an old closed hotel down the street?" I went, "What?" And I drove down there, and it had been surrounded in chain link fence with that black biscuit. So you can see there was 300 of them in there. We were getting called because they were doing charcoal barbecues in the hallway. And my officers had never heard of it. And I was in charge of
real fucking thing. Are you being serious here?
Never, ever once fibbed or embellished on us. Ever. Never. My guys came in and said, "Hey, there's a bunch of noise." We didn't know they were there. And I went to keep it. "Do you know about that?" He goes, "Oh, yeah." Why do you think that is? 2 reasons. 1, the mayor gets federal money for bringing them in here and housing. She brings them by the cover of night. We've exposed them. Okay? And 2, if my officers knew they were there, they're going to patrol around there, right? Let us just hoist these Negroes in here, and all of a sudden there'll be like a bunch of egg sacks. So where did all these Negroes come from? Oh, the mayor snuck them in the bus and covered them. That's true. That's when I snapped. That was it for me. It's like I said it at a speech one time. I said, if the radio tells me that a bunch of green Martians are hurting little girls, I'm going to go look for green Martians. I don't control who's doing it. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that you're useless savages and the police department had to be crazy. Oh, slave catchers. Whatever, dude. Is the world better off with cops or without? Pretty soon it's going to be without. We're close. We're right there. But guys like me, gone. We will never be back. The life for me was like, I'm going to risk my life for little kids, women, and the elderly that can't defend themselves and destroy and beat the fuck out of bullies at the peril of my own life for a pittance. Okay? That's gone, bro. They're offering people $100,000 bonuses to apply. Where's that money coming from? Once that riot started, that was it, man. That was it. There's no denying. And one more thing. I did a clip yesterday. I don't know if you saw that. Those kids that were robbed at the lemonade stand.
Oh, I covered that on my show last night. That was my first opener in between it. What's that?
Yeah. The first said, the 2 teens. How do you know the teens? If you can tell the teens, you can certainly tell they're Negroes, right? And then the dad goes, my daughter put her hands up like I told her to. I thought the dad was going to get fucked. And he goes, no, I'm glad that they surrendered and did as they were told. But so let me get this straight. Your 6-year-old daughter put up her hands like an old Western and was robbed by a Negro, and you're going to come on here and say, the proceeds are going to go to gun violence prevention. Holy shit. I went on a PC show and I railed on that. And then the pizzeria owner, this is just one event. If somebody robs your daughter at gunpoint, the little boy said, yeah, my sister put her hands up, I would claw my eyes out, whip my hair out, and go, where is it?
Look at that.
I couldn't even arm myself. Is this him? I would rip you apart with my bare fucking hands. My daughter put her hands up, and you're going to go in there and couch out for the Negro? That's it. It's over. I couldn't believe it. I was like, stupid, he's going to get bucked. I said, this is a square jaw Irishman. No, he folded like a sheep. I still can't believe it.
Well, it was like South Boston. Like, all white people.
Yeah.
You didn't see any people of color or black people there. And when you were talking in reference like that about how the father was basically like just a pushover, you know what I mean? Just vented.
I couldn't believe it.
It reminded me of the Austin Metcalf. And I know now because the gag order is basically taken off, sentence and all.
Yeah.
You remember Austin Metcalf? And when this happened.
roasted him, dude. I went back and watched the show. I roasted him.
Well, yeah. What's that? Okay.
I said crack it with the death.
Oh, giving a little bit of salute there. Fucking cheers, top of the morning, man. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I cracked my second light beer for the good, lovely show that we're having here. But the Austin Metcalf, so when he missed it, he wanted to forgive Carmelo Anthony, and he basically went on live previous sources and doing the same thing. He wanted to go and pray with the killer's parents, for fuck's sake. They kicked him out. And now the gag order was released, and it was just a complete shit show, you know what I mean? But
yeah, and I watched it thinking, okay, maybe I owe him an apology. Yeah. But no, he said, this is the time for us to come together. God, you just wrecked it. You know? And once you do that, if you count out once, it's just like you perjure yourself, you perjure your cooking, you know? Oh, but I don't want this to be that way. Here's the part that I can't deal with. I love people with this. The day after your son is stabbed to death, you were able to freely walk in to a room where they were having a press conference, unfettered, unsearched, and you were within 20 feet of your son's killer, and you
could have taken care of business.
I mean, let's just put it this way. I don't want to go to prison, but I can't lay my head on my bed if I knew that the person I had a chance to handle the person that killed my child. If my little girl put her hands up, when I heard that little boy say that, I was blown away. I was just at a baby shower for my niece, okay? And I was holding my new, I think I'm a granduncle or something, holding a tiny little baby, and I remember, there's my daughter, 20, was in her late 20s, oh shit, I remember this, you know? And then I remember just the pure innocence, how I just completely, it was my life's mission to protect her, and I think, well, that guy, his son said, Dad, Sissy put her hands up and the Negro had the gun, and you don't snap? It's not going on the TV, let alone the Negro just need more. I got an idea. How about we give them resources for anti-gun violence? Are you fucking what do you think I'm here for the anti-gun, this is exactly what I need. This is finally it, this is what we was missing. We didn't know what it was, but this is definitely it. I want to learn about why I'm not supposed to carry guns. And we're not going to talk about how we're not supposed to rape the elderly or beat our children or anything else. No? Okay, here. Are they out of the fuck? That is nothing but the most vile ethno-masochistic social piety. They put a microphone in your face after your daughter was robbed, put her hands up, and I'm cooking again, sorry, this angers me. Put her hands up, they robbed your children, and where the fuck were you? It's selfie, dude.
That's what I was asking.
And then you cut out? Everyone knows these girls. How many of those little girls fucking make me piss blood? I can't handle it. Okay? And the son says, my sister put her hands up. Did you hear that part of the video?
Yeah.
I never watched them ahead of time, and I didn't know that was coming. I freaked. Okay? You're out. No take back. You're out of the club. Sell out. I would do the whole Austin Metcalf thing. I told my son, if that happened to my kids, they would know. There would be like a 24-hour surveillance on me. They wouldn't be able to stay off my tail for the rest of my life. Until that guy was gone, right? I'm going to get you.
Yep.
Did
you hear about the, I don't know, allegedly, did you hear that the Aaron brothers are putting a hit out on fucking Anthony? Did you hear about that?
Well, I've heard, it's all...
It's he
Well, I know a lot about... Yeah, I know a lot about the brand. You probably know more because you were there with them. Yeah. Let's just put this way. If that guy's not greenlit, the Aryan Brotherhood is not only emasculated, but they might as well be non-existent. And if that guy's not greenlit, we lost. Right? I think, you probably know politics a little better than I do, but if you're the AD boss, you go to the BGF boss and say, hey, I'll give you a week to take care of it on your way, otherwise we're going to have to do it and then you're going to help me.
That's it. Yep.
He will not make it a year once he goes into a real store. He's in the power of old person. Hopefully this he's looking a real young, he's dead. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, he's dead.
And PC doesn't say he's that shit.
Talking about, since we're kind of on the subject of Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony, but the death penalty, right? He was, a little shy, close to about a month
adult?
Yeah, that's where I was just kind of steering towards like that. What do you think about guidelines and stuff like that for black offenders and stuff like that?
Well, I believe in states' rights, and I mean, every state's going to be different, right? But, I mean, we can all agree, we're not going to be, completely out of our minds. It's my way or the highway. This is this is the lane I stay in, and I'm not going to step out of it. I mean, should somebody be tried for an adult for, like, trafficking or for, I mean, there's two crimes that you should be charged with adult, murder and hurting a child.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we would be unreasonable and unintelligent if we said, yeah, whatever they do, I don't know, the Negroes have to, that's irrational. And that's what's important to what we're trying to do here, is you can't be in across the board, why do you hate Negroes? I just do. But why though? I don't know, if you're an idiot, right? If somebody asks me that, I'm still talking a week. But, the whole, as far as the legislative aspect of things, maybe involved in legislative and judicial, but as far as any of my legislation that you'll be trying for ever going for this, I mean, it's the same as, what's that sign say? No BSC. What's that sign say? No fighting. I mean, we're a society of rules. And it's thinking of Magna Carta, you mean there's a code of 1500. The Magna Carta said, this is how society should work, there's rules. Oh, okay. And if you're a religious person, it's definitely right. We have to adapt at lightning speed, because like, holy shit, we didn't know the Negroes were so savvy and so attractive. We didn't know 10-year-olds were going to be carjacking people at gunpoint in our nation's capital. That's the thing.
Well,
did we not have a reasonable expectation? Did we not have a reasonable expectation to believe that wouldn't happen? 10-year-olds would have been carjacking. Yeah, they are. Yeah. So we're having to adapt to make these weird rules, but I believe it's states' rights. I'm not well versed enough to jump into the legislative aspects of it, maybe the judicial ones, if it's legislated, there it is, black and white, kill somebody who tries an adult. I think it should be rare, but it's there. And white people will flunk stuff like, I don't know what this is. I didn't know that someone was going to stab somebody for asking them to move.
Stories like that happen every day. We're just not being aware of it. That's the thing, When I hear about stories like Carmelo or many others, because you know how much I'm all in on fucking racial black and white lines.
You're the top dog of that. I don't know how you find all that.
Well,
that's work.
Well, that's the thing, but like I always think of like he was a month away from possibly being tried to get killed. Yeah, and I think it's Taylor Rowland. You remember Taylor Rowland? That 6-year-old that shot blank in the head by her classmate, first grader.
Oh yeah. Is it bad that that's barely narrowing it down?
Well, that
kind of illustrates the whole thing. If you say, do you remember when that kid shot the little girl in the back of the head in elementary school? And I go, is that not a testament to the scourge that is the black Negro on the North American continent?
Well, that was young kids. Young kids murdered, reported in American history. We also have the prolific serial killer, Samuel Little, who got murdered over 90 plus people. And like justify the fact that like going back to Taylor Rowland or any others, like if the person underaged, they are carjacking, armed robbery, obviously, and robbery, not kids, murder. It's like if they're not being tried, that's the thing. What about murder? What about welfare?
I'm going to get a little goofy here, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll do a little goofy here. I love that. We go back to the 70s honestly. What do we do if a little kid shoots classmate in the back of the head in school? Well, my cousin, that will never happen. Tom, it does. In a couple, in like 250 years, it's going to break. Negroes are going to shoot each other. Negroes, we're supposed to be good about that. I tell you, you're number 2. Well, number 16 did not go well with that. So, the Liberia I did, it was that. But, So what are we going to do about the law of that? Well, we said about laws, there's civil rights society, go through this, go through that, there's of course there's civil rights people. People are 100% white. Of course we're not going to have people treated for by the class and they're black and they're doing calligraphy and cursing with their true speak well. Did anyone ever expect that in the United States we would say the same thing? Hey, if you hear about that one video that shot a 6-year-old kid in the back of the head and shot? What? I mean, our forefathers are rolling in the grave. Were they supposed to account for that? No, okay, we should have a how about it? Like, what about the 6-year-old video that you just have? Yeah, throw something there for that. They have destroyed every aspect, every pillar has crumbled of a normal, functional human civilization because of that. And what did we do? We said, oh shit, it's getting worse. How about we don't put them in jail anymore and tell them that it's like, nah, that made it worse. What are they doing now? Oh, they're shooting each other in school. They're shooting a teacher in the hand and in the chest at the same time. They're saying, shut up, motherfucker! And kindergarten like this. They're smoking, they're smoking in gas stations. The subway isn't allowed to run after 9 p.m. Every facet, every de-evolution of the human existence, you could say, we are becoming, the IQ of the Negro has dropped by 50 points, 1 standard deviation because of the Negro. Because of the Negro, every bad thing that ever happened, and the sentence works just like fucking mad did, only it makes sense. Okay, give me an action because of the Negro. Give me an adjective, ashy. Give me a noun, Negros. One more, please. Give me a name, Laquandrius. Laquandrius shot his teacher because he was ashed up. I mean, the answer to my question is, we didn't know this was going to happen. We have to, okay, here's what someone says, oh shit, they do that? Okay, we lost. Oh shit, they do that? Okay, everyone has to be surrounded and touch the back. Okay. Oh shit, they do that? We got no more subway. They do that? Oh, no more fare. They do that? If you're out on a swivel, we just keep making the same excuses because we declared out of the streets. Our word has been weaponized and has subjugated us. And because we cannot do the livelihood. So we say the same thing. This is shocking case. This is disturbing. And then the new one is, this is unusual for this area. It is. How many Negroes do you have? 22%? You're a liar. Come on. It's a script. Yeah. And what are we doing? All we're doing is changing the level of fame and credulity. Somebody said this salacious act. I'm like, ooh, that's a new superlative. We're changing superlative. You try to see who can act the most incredulous. You say shocking, disturbing. Look at this photo. Look at the plywood. Back to you first floor. Look at the water screen. We're spinning our wheels in the mud because we're afraid of saying the last sentence. We're one sentence away, brother, from fixing it. It's the Negroes. And saying, we're done. We said we're done 100 times. No, we're not. Okay? Because there's still, if there's some woman that was on a sport, let's talk about the gorilla in the room here. And you said gorilla? Or you people. Yeah. Everyone is wearing ice skates on eggshells on a cliff. Okay? So we can take off our ice skates, brush the eggshells aside, puff out our chest and say, you guys are useless, you gotta go. We will never fix it. We won't.
Speaking on that, how do you think you could reduce black crime?
We already had it in place, bro. You know what this was up to. We worked together. What are prisons for? Hey, you want to tell all your Negro friends this fucking robbery you did? You're gonna do a 20 spot. Let your friends know. Okay? Boom, prison. Just like I said to the cop. Cop this one. He raped somebody. Might want to hang on to him. Okay. Instead of no way, black. If we need to start putting them in the penitentiary. But why can't we? We've determined that putting them in the penitentiary is racist. You can't declare it unracist. Every single story you cover, every single story I cover, I would wager my house, contains the sentence, has the family wondering why he was out on the street. Extensive criminal record. How do we fix that? Oh, keep him in prison. Oh wait, we declared that racist. We cannot declare it. What do you think somebody's going to talk about? Yes, I'm President Trump and I've determined that it is in fact the Negroes, and we are going to put them in prison again. And this other thing. We're actually going to expect them to do their schoolwork and show up. Meritocracy is back in place. Meritocracy is gone forever. 2 planes will collide in the air at a closing speed of 1,000 miles per hour, vaporizing 600 people. The air traffic control says, and we'll move on. You think I'm lying? We are very close to that. The air traffic control, it said his 9-volt battery will run out. His controller was going, beep, beep. They will find an excuse, and that motherfucker will be back with the next day. So we'll be going, oh boy. It used to be, oh god, we couldn't have a white pilot. Now you're like, you can have a fucking, Sully up there flying, and if the quandary is running the fucking radar, then you're fucked. Are we supposed to be this close to the mountains?
What are your thoughts in the next 10 to 20 years? With the primary that information, what are your thoughts? Do you think it's going to get better?
I can't think that far ahead, dude. I can't.
Well, give me a projection.
It's going to become, we're...
Give me a scenario. Something that you...
We're dominoes. We're dominoes. Right? The biggest domino is what? New York City, right? If that domino falls, we'll go, oh shit. That's not looking good for 20 years from now. Oh, Chicago fell? Ooh. That's not looking good for 15 years from now. Let me tell you the biggest domino. Team takeovers.
Oh yeah, that's a big problem.
You cannot stop that. You can't. And they know it. You can't, parents need to be aware of what their children are doing. Are you fucking joking? Really? Do you think black parents are like, yeah, we need to, what they say all the time, we need to know what our kids are doing and shit. I don't wake up so black, I don't give a You know? They're not going to school. They're not held accountable if they don't. They're not going to get smarter. They're only going to get dumber. And the one thing that doesn't change, their libido and their lust for opulence. You can't, they're devolving. Okay? I mean, pretty soon it's like, oh shit, I got a shiny yogurt cat. Oh no, shoot it, we got the pet. They're getting dumber. How much jewelry are you wearing right now? Right? So, I mean, the answer is, you can't pontificate and try to have a prescient estimation of what's going to go on 20 years from now. Let's just say that if we were on a trajectory, I would describe it as a downward 500 miles per hour flaming spiral. Pull up. And until we figure out how to extinguish the fire on our wing, and figure out how to throw the Negro pilot out and put the white guy in, and pull up and straighten out the flame, we ain't pulling out of the death spiral. When was the last time you said, alright, police, fucking A, they got that guy? Nope. Police shoot a unarmed black man, what did he do? Oh, he killed 50 people and he was had a pursuit and killed some other people, but he was unarmed. Right? As long as that's news, as long as the lie of unarmed blacks, and people think that the prosecutor kills 250 black people per year. Negroes shoot 10 to 12,000 Negroes every year. Okay? If police stopped carrying guns, it would have a negligible effect on the Negro murder rate. The only reason the Negro rate is the murder rate isn't higher, do you know? Police have tourniquets, and the surgeons are getting deals full of holes.
They're saving lives.
The only reason it's not 50,000 a year.
Wow. That's about it. I think you and I talked about that last time. Yeah.
Let's talk about the future. Okay, let's make it easy, okay? If Negroes disappear, where will we be in 20 years? Flying cars, sketches. If more Negroes keep floating in on piles of boy trash, it's going to get better or worse? It can't. It cannot.
And we can't sustain it either. That's the other thing, too, right?
Here's the answer. Ready to get this? If we continue on this course and keep failing to admit that it's a Negro, it cannot improve. I'm not guessing if it will or won't. It cannot. And if we don't start holding the Negro accountable, it cannot.
That's the key. That is the key. You said it right there. Okay?
Yeah. So like that, President quoted, I'm going to have the N-word voting at Democrat for the next 50 years.
Oh, Joe Biden?
Well, yeah, he repeated it. Once they grow accustomed, Once they've grown accustomed to another man's money, it's not impossible to disavow them. When was the last time you took something free? Never. When was the last time they worked for something? Never. Okay? Do that Venn diagram, bro. A society is only as good as its people, and a team, a society, is only as good as its weakest link. Pardon the pun, link. Who's our weakest link?
Well, the bottom of the totem pole, we already know who they are, and they are
Okay.
like these last.
Right, so they're retarded. What should we do? Oh, I got an idea. What? How about we put them in those flying metal tubes and we figure out how to make go 500 miles per hour, 35,000 feet? Will they have to learn how to fly them? What? Fucking racist. Dude, surgeons don't even have to take the entry-level written exam to see if you're ready for medical school. Did you know that?
I heard about it.
When race trumps merit, heaven is gone. You will look that book across the room. Yeah, dude, we like to have this African art. What is it? It's a church. You guys didn't really make that long ago. Oh, okay, here's a wing of a museum. That's essentially the conversation now. If you want to freak out, read that book.
So let's do this and end it on a good note. We're coming up to time here, almost 2 hours. So my question to you is, what's the solution, though? What's the solution, man?
What revolution? Well, self-segregation is going at full speed. We can't live with them, they can't live without us. If the Democrats, if we don't win every election for the rest of our lives, the Democrats are just going to, across the board, undo everything that's been done that's positive. I mean, don't get me wrong, no chocolate. Wherever we go, they are going to follow us. How we devalue the benefits they get from following us around. It's a very simple. This is a pigeon level fucking answer. This is the answer. Tell me, how do we devalue them following us around every time? Everywhere. Since it's on the man. How do we get rid of it? Very easy.
What?
Stop subsidizing their every move. If we stop feeding the pigeons,
Yeah.
they will go somewhere else. All you have to do is say, yeah, no more Section 8, fuck off. Or welfare, yeah, you get 1 year max. That's how it is in my state. And then you have to come off. If they are forced to work for what they have, as Albertans now as they are, as useless parasites as they are, they will be forced to float back across the ocean to Liberia. Okay? If we stop paying for them, we have to be away from them, right? Agreed? How will we do that? They follow us everywhere, it's free country. We have to stop paying them, giving them free shit. If you stop giving them free shit, they go, oh fuck, and they can never, ever rise to our standards. They have descended so low generationally because of the entitlement. It'll take them 100 years to be within a standard deviation of our IQ. That's it. I stand by that.
Oh yeah, I agree.
If we stop giving them welfare, if we start putting them in prison, if we start towing their fucking cars with 30-day punitive tows, people underestimate how effective it is. Okay, trust me. If we stop paying, if you're all be on welfare for this long, they're not going to marry each other. You're going to keep breeding like that. We'll never stop that. But you don't get more. Yeah. Here's the ceiling on the money you can get for free. That might slow down, right? It's all about the subsidization. Like I said, at some point the Negroes growing accustomed to another man's money. This is not possible. Disavow them of it. If we stop paying, if we stop building it, they will leave. Okay, the inverse of it, the field of nightmares. I'm just thinking about it. Every video you've ever shown, none of those people work. They say, hey, look, you've seen the videos of them saying, I can't get my money back way up there. And if that happens, they will win in danger, win in doubt, run in circles, shoot each other. They will gun each other down. Which one are you on? Yeah, the money. They will start to kill that. It's like reparations. We should pay reparations because they'll wipe each other out. I spent my $1 million. I got 5 pet package. The quality is, I heard he's got $10,000. Let's go kill him. They'll wipe each other out. But if we were to somehow, this is hyperbole, but if we somehow walled them off, like physically walled them off, 6 months, dead. They cannot live with us. We cannot live with them. They cannot live without us. That's a fact. So the answer to your question is, they're not going to go back on their own. They say, oh, absolutely, go back. Go back. No, they can't. They're so. Wait, they're just yeah. I mean, oh, it is hot. It is hot. Is it always this hot? Where the wig store at? Why? What are you doing with that turd? That's how we talk. Oh, okay, that's how. I mean, it sounds funny, but they've done nothing, bro. Nothing. They eat money keepers. Okay, all we have to do is stop paying them. The whole they're going back over there. That's not happening. Somebody left a comment the other day that said if you get busted for a felony, you're you're banished to Liberia. You want to use my tax dollars today?
Yeah.
The Negro boat's taking me back to Liberia. Yeah. But I mean, so they've destroyed everywhere they've gone. They've never built anything. Well, what's going to happen here? They're going to destroy it. They're destroying it, and we're fucking Nero playing our fiddle like a motherfucker. We're Eddie Van Halening our fiddle like we picked up Nero's game. We're playing Eruption on our fiddle. Hey, look at the Negroes. We're a mess. Stop paying for them. Stop kowtowing for them. Stop incentivizing ethnomasochists and social fighting. There's your 3.5. That's it. It's as simple as that. They are the most simple, predictable, wretched, lecherous, useless, lazy creatures ever. And we refuse to admit it. Okay? We somehow said, we can't be mean to them. We can't leave it in, bro. That's it. We just have to do stuff behind the scenes. Oh, we're out of money, Negroes. Really? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to give you this much money a month. It's only for a year. How? And they'll go to wherever the most money is. They'll figure out how to scam it. And we'll figure out how to stop it. They'll run out of money. And they'll starve to death. They cannot rise to our standards. We're wasting our time.
Great insight. I appreciate you jumping on the show. Hope you had a good time. No, man.
I hate that too. I don't really have much of an opinion on the matter. Sorry about that. I'm very timid.
Most of the time I'm doing the talking. It's a nice treat for me, doing 5 to 6 hour fucking episodes. Just sit back and get these guys like you and good friends of mine come on it and just shoot some shit as always. I enjoyed myself. Hope you did too.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. That being said, man, we're going to end the show off. Please, people, if you have not, go reach out to my friend Officer John and Jack over at the Solution. They have their, I put the link in the description here on the episode.
Yep. Hey, go to Rumble and search one word, Jack the Barbershop Guy. The name of our show will never be to our show. You got to be Jack the Barbershop Guy, one word, and that's it. Thank you very much for appreciate it.
Good people, good friends of mine, always have been.
What a bag.
That's it, but number one show is down. I think tomorrow night we'll be on the show with Kansas Man, and another good friend of mine also.
Whoopsie.
Talk about it. Go ahead, Sam.
I almost got the teeth. I'm glad you got that. I almost got your teeth like that anymore.
No.
There's text from Dallas. There's forget it. Boy Scout, I choked. There's text from Dallas. There's Phoenix from Georgia.
Follow my guys over there. Link in the description. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Two episodes that I'm trying to do. I'm going to get on PC. I'm going to get my man Wolf. I got my video with the Michael Deacon program talking about honorary Alex on the show. Mr. Ray, Washington, highly paid. Calls out the Negro at all times, 24/7. Trying to create these episodes to get people, talk about anything. Talk about anything and everything.
That's what the average wind speed velocity of an unladen cell. Never mind. Everyone knows. That's just a movie quote.
Alright,
Well, I didn't know that.
I would know it. We're going to end it here with an old video that I created in honor of Paul Clarity. It was never to him. It's probably seen as about a 7-minute clip of a compilation of the knockout game. It's an old Paul Clarity. Paul Clarity. I made us all aware of that. But I put this compilation together on my own. And if you haven't enjoyed it,
He has the book. It's a knockout game of lie. Oh, hell no. That's one of the books.
Yeah. White Girl Bleed a Lot and bestseller, and one bestseller, Don't Make the Black Kids Angry. Alright, Officer John, appreciate your time, brother. Good chatting.
That was great, thank you.
You know what, hopefully we can maybe do this on one of my days off during the day. It's great to have you on board on Saturday, you know. And that being said, people, be safe, 1A, 2A, get some rest, enjoy your Saturday evening, wherever you are in the world, and enjoy the rest. Take care, Officer John. Thank you.
Later.
Most dangerous terrorist sector of homeland is white supremacy.
The video is stunning. The woman you see is suddenly kicked and then punched by a man, knocked out cold on the ground, but then turns toward a woman who has just crossed the street and sucker punches her.
Sucker punch during mass and just feet from the altar. A rector is assaulted inside the cathedral. this is in the Beck-Stuyvesant section.